Hi, old man of the plant here. We're going to look at my blueberries today, and I need to put something over top of them because of the birds. You know, the birds seem to love blueberries, and if I don't get something over top of them, they will eat a lot of them. So let's go look at the berries and we'll see what we're going to do. And they're kind of beside my garden. They are different varieties so that they pollinate each other. As you can see, I will go up and look at them. They are doing well this year. It looks like I'm going to have lots of blueberries, and they are delicious. This bunch here, this particular variety, I don't know what it is, but it does come in a little bit earlier than the other ones. And that one there is a little bit later. I did trim these down. I don't think I trimmed them enough. And you see here, I even have one starting to come in, starting to get color. So I do need, there's another one. I do need to get these covered today. Now, I made something a few years ago that's been working for me. And all I did was put a post in, you see, and then I put a cross member on the post. I put two of them in, one there and one down here. Same thing. And then I ran strings, which I had some lineman wire, and that's what I used to run across there. I continue to use what I had. Now, these posts are not cemented in or anything. So in order to keep them there from falling inward, I just put a quick post there, just one of those steel posts. And then just, you see, I screwed it in right there. So it didn't come loose. Might need to be re-screwed. Like I said, this has been up there several years, ever since I started covering the blueberries. And as you see, I do have to trim them down this year because they're getting higher. As you see, this right here is over my head, and I'm 6 foot tall, so it's about 7 foot. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I get some of that bird netting. I just string it over the top. I hook it in, then I hold it down with bricks. I do have a lot of bricks laying around. So now I need to get everything ready and get started. Okay, this is what I'll be using. You see I have netting, some more of the wire from the linesman that I have, the stainless steel, and some scissors, and you see the cutter there too. Now, this is new netting I'm using this year. I usually use the same netting 3 or 4 years, and then it starts getting so tore up I have to get rid of it. Last year I had to throw away the netting away because it had been used a few years. So this year I'm gonna roll this out. I hope I have enough. I had to use some on my strawberries, but we'll roll it out and see if I have enough, and then we'll go from there. All right, now the first thing I need to do is unwrap this. As I was saying, I hope I have enough. I had to use some for my strawberries, so I'm just gonna roll it down the hill here. It seems to be easier. There you go. Now when I wrap it, I want it to go above it all the way down to the ground. So you see I need about 7 feet after I hit this end. So I'm going to estimate about 7 feet. Probably always have a little extra. It's better to have a little too much than not enough. So I'll go there, maybe a little bit more. And I'll take the scissors down the other end and roll it down. I'm probably out of camera now. Okay, now the next chore on this is to unwrap it. There you go. You see how wide it is? I wish it was wide enough to do the whole thing in one shot, but it is not. So I have to tie them together when I get up there. And I do that with the wire. Okay, I got it wrapped. Now I have just screws up there I hook it on. So I can kind of lay it out here, see what I want to do. Way I make sure I have enough on the ends. Looks like I'm going to. So now I'll take this one the whole way to the other side.
The first piece of this screening it just covers the top, so try to center it on the top. You should have I don't know 4 to 5 inches, but it depends on how wide your boards are on those cross members, on how wide of a piece you will need for the top.
A little bit of back and forth, but we'll get there. I do want to protect these because we do like our blueberries. Everybody likes blueberries. I'm going to take a little bit more the other way. Unfortunately, this is just kind of wide enough just to do the top. Then I have to put more on, but we'll make it work. I said I have screws that these just hook into. It helps me hold it still while I'm putting it where I want it. And then it helps it hold it in place too. Sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain, but without them, I'm really struggling. There we go. Okay. Now that much is done. That is pretty much the top. These lines will hold it where it needs to be. Looks like I might be able to tighten these up a little bit. I think I will. And these are just strung up here nice and easy, nothing special about it. If you were doing it and you didn't have the wire, you might be able to use string. You might even be able to use burner twine, whatever you have. That's what I kind of do. Whatever I have laying around is what I use if I can. I mean, the way the cost of everything's going up, it's good to have stuff. It looks like they all could use tighten a little bit. I know this system has been up here for shoot, you know, anybody that grows blueberries knows it takes a while to grow blueberries. So as big as these are, these have been up here for quite a while. Now the next step is I have to unravel another one to put in the front. I'll have to unravel another one to put it behind. So as you see, it takes quite a bit of this netting. That's why I use it, I reuse it every year. When I take it down, I'm just careful with it and I wind it up and it's usually good to go. Now this one doesn't have to be quite as long because I don't have to go to the back. We just want it down the front. I want to roll it. Boy, I hope I have enough. I hope I don't have to get another roll. It's going to be close though. I don't think I'm going to make it. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to have to buy another roll. So I'll get this one up and show you what I do. And then I'll have to go get a roll and finish it up. But I do want to get this done today because it won't be long. Beans are starting to turn. The birds will start hitting it pretty hard. Now I have to unwrap it. Okay. Then I'll do the front. And then when I do the back, you don't really need it because it's going to be done exact same way. As you see, this is plenty big enough to go down. So I'll hook it up above a little bit and overlap it. that. Maybe not quite that far. There we go. I'll just start small. I do wish I had enough on that one. The netting's not expensive, but it's just that I didn't want to have to buy another one. And we want to make sure it touches the ground. But the way I made this, it seems like this is always the right height. Maybe my little helper will help me and go get me some bricks somewhere. Okay, now that this is in place, I like it where it is. As you see, it's overlapping. I do something, I don't know whether I have to or not, but I do it. And what I do is I kind of sew these together with this wire. And I usually use the wire over and over again. I'll twirl it up and hang it on these posts. But last year I kind of did it all over again because I had it out for quite a while. Now I don't make this particularly tight, but I just run it through and then that holds that from coming down. Like I said, I don't really go overboard and string it really good or anything, just to hold the stuff up so that a bird or something can't get underneath it. So I'm stitching here just a little bit, just between both of them on a hook, and then down through. And once again, you could use string with this. You could use anything you had with it. You see, I'll go the whole length of this, and then I'll tie it off on a screw down there. But it will hold this this other side from going down through and kind of stop the birds from sneaking in there on me. Because when it comes to food, they're like any other animals. They can be sneaky. And I don't want them to be sneaky on my food. Not on my watch. So there we go. I'll do one more here right at the end. And then all I do is loop it around this screw here. And then I'll do the other end the same way. I'll just loop it around. Doesn't have to be a tight loop. And then I'll cut it off. And now I'm going to go get some bricks to put underneath that, and you'll see how I finish it up. Okay, the screen's up, and this is all I do. I just tuck these in here, and then I'll lay some bricks on top of them to hold them in place. Then that way I can still mow around them. And when we're ready to pick them, all we do is pick up the bricks, pick them, and then put them back. So this is what we got to do here. And then, like I said, after I'm done here, I'm going to have to go buy some more netting to do the other side. But I do the exact same thing on the other side as I do this side. Nothing more than hang up another one, stitch it with some wire, and then tie it down with some bricks. I'll give you kind of a close-up of it because it's hard to see the netting. Yeah, I'll do the best I can. As you see, up here's the screws I told you I just hook the netting into. It helps holds it. And then here's the wire that I stitched through the two, and that will hold them together so they don't fall apart. And then you can see the netting, and then it goes down to the bricks. And it's worked for me for quite a few years. Keeps the birds out. As you see, I do have some trimming I need to do this fall on these blueberry bushes. They're getting a little bit too big for the netting. But this way I will continue to mow up alongside of it. And when we're ready, we just pick up the brick and go through and do our blueberry picking, and then we can enjoy them. Okay, this is Man with a Plan. I'm protecting my blueberries. All I got to do is go buy another one. I'll put that other screen up. It's like I said, it's the same thing. It's just do the other side, stitch it in, put the bricks down, and it'll be done. And then I won't have any troubles with birds. And thanks for viewing. And once again, this is the Old Man with a Plan. If you like this video, like it. If you can, share it. And if you want to, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. And once again, thanks for viewing. I appreciate your time. Old Man with a Plan. See you back.